Welcome to News with Náosha. I'm your host, Náosha Gregg. Feeling a bit bugged recently? Well, reasonably so. The Korean film Parasite took home the most awards for the 92nd Oscar Academy Awards, making history. The film took home 4 Academy Awards for Best International Film, Writing for Original Screenplay, and Best Picture, and made Oscar history by being the first non-English language film to win Best Picture. Looking for the real MVP? Search no further. The National Basketball Association has renamed the Most Valuable Player Award after the late Kobe Bryant, the HuffPost reports. The MVP award is presented to the best performing player of the season and is determined by NBA fans who account for 25% of the vote and a media panel that accounts for the remaining 75%. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver saying, quote, "Kobe Bryant is synonymous with NBA All-Star and embodies the spirit of this global celebration of our game." Feeling a bit bubbly? Well, it might have something to do with a new Brooklyn-based brand of champagne. Brooklyn entrepreneur Marvina Robinson launched her own brand of champagne entitled Stuyvesant, named after the neighborhood she grew up in, Bedford-Stuyvesant, the Daily News reports. After being unsatisfied with the available wine in the market, Robinson traveled to France to create her own, making her the first Black-owned champagne line in the city. Coney Island residents will be gaining a new form of transportation. The New York City Ferry recently announced its plans to add a Coney Island route on their services that transport riders between Brooklyn and Lower Manhattan. The proposed route will begin at the Coney Island Creek, stop at Bay Ridge, and drop riders off at Wall Street, Pier 11. The ferry will be temperature controlled, offer onboard refreshments, and is set to launch in 2021. New York City Housing Authority has reached a deal to bring thousands of NYCHA apartments under private management and begin repairs, The Real Deal reports. NYCHA signed a $1.5 billion agreement that would include 5 development teams taking charge of management and repairs at 7 housing complexes for a total of 5,908 units being repaired. The complexes include East New York's Linden Houses and Boulevard Houses, East Williamsburg's Williamsburg Houses, Washington Heights, Bethune Gardens, and Marshall Plaza, and Harlem's Audubon Houses and Harlem River Houses 1 and 2. A new bill would require daycare workers to call the parents of absent children in an effort to target hot car death, the New York Post reports. The bill, proposed by public advocate Jumaane Williams, would require daycare centers to call twice if they do not hear back from the guardians, reach out to 2 new emergency contacts, and make at least 3 attempts to contact them. Currently, all city-based child care centers must contact guardians within an hour after a child fails to show up unless the provider was notified. The proposal comes after the July 2019 death of Bronx 1-year-old twins after their father forgot to take them to daycare and left them in a parked car for 8 hours. Irma Cadiz has the latest.
New York has no shortage of sports affiliations. You can now add the New York Guardians to that roster. The team is a member of the new XFL, founded by WWE's Vince McMahon. The New York Guardians held their first home opener against the Tampa Bay Vipers Sunday, February the 9th, winning 23-3. Their opening game was broadcast on Fox, according to a report from the New York Post. The team is coached by Kevin Gilbride, who came away from a 6-year retirement from the NFL in order to coach the team. Several former NFL players make up the team's roster, beginning with their quarterback, Matt McGloin, who was formerly the quarterback for the Raiders. The team's colors are black, gray, and red, and its mascot borrows inspiration from the gargoyles that guard the tops of the buildings in New York City, hence their name, the Guardians. The XFL originally ran for 1 season back in 2001 as competitor to the American Football League, but was unable to find success in the venture. The XFL aimed to be more intense than the National Football League, with the use of microphones on players and skycams along with in-game interviews with the players. This formula failed to captivate viewers, however, with too many comparisons to the gimmicks of the WWE, and was viewed more as sports entertainment rather than a legitimate football league. 8 teams will be featured in the league as a separate entity owned by Alpha Entertainment, which was established in order to keep the league's management and operations separate from that of the WWE. In comparison to an NFL Giants game or a Jets game, which bring in on average 70,000 fans, a total of 17,634 fans filled the lower bowl of MetLife Stadium. The XFL makes football accessible to fans at a price of $30 per ticket. In New Jersey, fans are able to gamble on a game from their mobile phones. The XFL also offers live listen-ins to play calls. These perks, along with the Guardians' strong debut, set the franchise in favor for probable success, though only time will tell. Back to you, Náosha.
Thanks for watching. This has been News with Náosha.